So I'm going to do something a little bit big exercise from the last previous exercise. It's not actually big, but just doing a simple calculation. So I have here three text boxes and two buttons. So when I put the value here 23, 23, when I say add, so you get the answer here. So that's what I'm going to do, but just a little bit of coding you need to do, and at the same time something called casting involved here. So you will be learning something called casting. Let's go back to the coding and have a look. So what happened here, so I have a function called add that will be triggered when I click on this button. When I click on this button, add function will be triggered. I have explained this, how do you trigger a function using a HTML button click, and I do have a three text boxes. One is the first value, second value, and where I'm getting the answers, and I have a form with the name, and the method will be post. That's not a big thing to discuss now, but I do have a couple of variables, num1, num2, and the total. What I'm going to do, here we go, this is something really interesting and important. First time you come across the casting, so I would say here casting, okay, values. So what happened, I have separately not explaining how do you do a casting, but here I'm explaining here. So text box, first text box value will be casted to integer. How do you do that? By using parse int. This was a common method. This is a method, it's in different ways. When if you remember Java, C#, and VB.NET. So this programming language uses the same function. So what happened? First text box value and the second text box value will be converted to integer and put it into the variable. So then the calculation of that value will be put into the total finally. So that value of the total will be converted to string, because this is another casting where total is integer. Now total value will be integer, that will be converted into actually a string. Why? I cannot put into the third text box unless I convert that into a string. So because only in the text box, that is important word, the text box can be display only the string values. Text box can be display only the string value. So due to that, so when I'm going to send that total answer to the T3 box, I will be convert that back into a string. How do you do that? I say string, the total value, the total variable value will be converted to string and put it into the text box 3. I hope you understood that. Now let's work on this.